like a battery. I'm staying charged on my feet, I'm like a factory. Dropping lines like an assembly. I'm staying on point.
How you doing, guys, and welcome to ZukaTube. And today we're going to be reviewing Halloween Kills. Just came out October 15th and came out on theaters, and it came out on the Peacock streaming app. So I'm going to play this trailer. I'm going to do some little summary action and stuff like that. Then I'm going to go into a spoiler section at the end after I give you my review. But let's get right into this trailer. Ooh, spooky wookie time.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here? It's Halloween.
They give you like a whole scene right here, basically.
There's a creepy man in a white mask.
Where?
And he keeps like trying to play hide and seek with us.
Where did you see him? Look! Run! Go home now!
He's just a creepy man. No big deal. What is he, spider crawling up there? What's going on?
We killed
Dun,
Michael.
dun, dun, dun,
My grandmother set the fire.
boom,
No one told you.
boom,
Told me what?
boom.
Myers is alive.
Oh man, he's back.
A man couldn't have survived that fire.
From the ashes like a phoenix.
40 years ago, the boogeyman came for us. We are the survivors of Michael Myers.
Lori, what do we do?
Survivors
We
of
fight.
Michael Myers.
Mom,
Our family will kill him.
we're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
He is not gonna
Dun,
stop
dun,
killing
dun,
until
dun,
we
dun,
stop
dun,
him.
dun, dun.
If you track Michael's victims,
He's gonna
that's
kill
a
mad
straight
peeps.
line to Michael's childhood home. Someone's in our house.
Dun, 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 dun. Dang.
He's coming for me, but I'm coming for
Definitely
him.
some gnarly kills in this.
You wanna kill someone? Take me! Michael!
You want to kill someone? Kill me! No!
I want to take his mask
You know how that stuff goes.
and see the life leave his eyes.
I want to see the life leave his ass. I'm gonna take his mask off. So, pretty interesting trailer, and they give you like a good scene and stuff right in the beginning. You know, it's kind of like an extended final trailer deal. But this like basically takes off right after the last movie. So if you haven't seen the last movie, spoilers. It leaves off right after. So, you know, that whole deal, you definitely want to watch the first one if you haven't. And not like the first one, like the original, obviously. This is like kind of a reboot, reimagining with some of the same characters almost as the original. I don't know exactly how they want to consider this, but either way, right? It's got you know, obviously the main character, Lori, she's still in it, but it's got her daughter in it, Karen, and her granddaughter, Allison, from the previous movie, also returning in this one. And she's, you know, pretty injured, obviously, after the last movie. And so she's basically getting sent to a hospital. But on the way leaving the house, they basically notice that the fire department is coming and that there's a chance that, you know, Michael is going to survive. And so basically it starts off, right, and they show a teen basically being, like, hunted after Mike, like, kills mad peeps. And they show this Officer Hawkins, dying, right? And he's got to get to a hospital. And it flashes back to Hawkins in the 70s going after Michael, right? And it's Halloween night. Cops warn kids to go home, you know. The kid sees Mike. You know, it shows cops going into the original house, like post Mike Myers, the whole deal, right? So that whole thing, they go through that house and the cops get attacked, right? And the partner, Hawkins, basically shoots the partner when the partner gets attacked because they're like in a scuffle and he accidentally shoots his partner. And then after that, they show them basically surrounding and catching Mike. So they show how that whole thing goes down. And then it goes back to Halloween 2018, right? And they show the Halloween survivors honoring, the survivors and everything, and threatening Mike's return at a bar, right? And they show Laurie and the gang at like leaving the fire while Mike gets out and kills like all the firefighters, like totally rising from the ashes, right? Michael comes out, slays it. And basically after that they bring Laurie to the hospital for her injuries, and the daughter and the granddaughter sit and they worry and everything. And they show this old couple, right, getting killed by Mike, and they show the town start to find out that he's back. And they all decide to go after him. And then they show this gay couple messing with kids, about Michael that used to live in their house, and they're in the original house. And basically the daughter and granddaughter find out Mike's alive, and they go into a panic, and they show the town basically getting together to go and hunt Michael. And that's basically the general premise for this movie. And one thing I gotta say is that it's pretty cool. You see like everybody be a lot more aware, and like word gets around fast one way or another if there's a serial killer killing that many people, whether it's back then, whether it's now, either way. So it's cool to see that, and it's cool to see everybody like kind of banding up and be like, all right, we're gonna fight this dude, we're gonna kill him. And so before I get into like the spoilers, right, I'm going to just say overall, I'm going to give this movie like a 7.5. It's a decent movie. It's not like amazing. I would say, like, granted, the title is a dead giveaway on the main aspect of what you're going to see. Just kills. Michael does a lot of gruesome kills in this, and it's a lot different, obviously, than the original, because the original has, like, no gore, basically. And now that they rebooted it, they made it a lot more gruesome and everything like that. And the gore in this is really like top notch, really, really cool, like kills, but nothing like super unique to the point where like I'm going to be talking about it forever. So it's very like typical slasher, a good like modern slasher, especially because you don't get a lot of like stuff that doesn't like play like the most emotional type of story stuff. This one does a little bit of story stuff, but it's not as much. There's a lot of action throughout this whole movie, and that's really good, at least because it doesn't get you like it kind of tired or too slowed down at certain points of the movie. It's pretty good, and pretty steady all the way through. So all right, now let's get into some spoilers here. Spoilers. Okay, so now after I basically gave you my review there, 7.5, like it's good, but it's nothing crazy. After this whole situation happens and they're starting to get together to hunt Michael, you see Mike go on, killing a bunch of people, just killing mad peeps, right? Goes and kills the gay couple that have the original house. Then the mob accuses a man of potentially being the killer, and he ends up committing suicide to, I guess, avoid the mob. So that's the one like interesting like twist to the side story of this whole thing. And they show the granddaughter going back to the house with a group to hunt Mike, and the granddaughter and the daughter like attack Mike. They take his mask, the whole deal. And it gets to a point where a crowd surrounds him, and they beat him down and shoot him a bunch and everything like that. And that's interesting to see, like them basically kill him, like almost like the the Richard Ramirez thing, where he gets caught in public and they basically try to kill him, and they beat him like pretty bad in the streets, type deal. Well, that's basically what happens here. And let me just play a cool little clip of this. They're whooping him. Yeah, when he gets his mask back, he puts it right back on, and then they whoop him. They shoot him a bunch of times. Look, he's still reaching for his knife. And, like, that should give you an indicator right there that, like, he's probably not going to die. Like, this dude does not die at all.
The more he kills, the more he transcends into something else.
He transcends into something else. This is where the paranormal aspect obviously comes in. Aside from the fact that when you watch movies like this, like you see, obviously he gets back up, crushing it, killing them, boom, 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 just one by one by one. And this is where they make it kind of the interesting like imagery where everything's dark background, just a couple spotlights and him just killing each person with the focus on one person at a time. And yeah, so that's a pretty interesting little thing there. And you know, but at the same time it kind of gives you the whole thing, and he goes through back to the original house and goes behind the daughter, and what looks like he basically kills her, and then I guess it gets to the point where you're like, okay, well, next movie he's got to go and hunt her down in the hospital, because for some odd reason, you know, he's still got the attachment to her. He's got to kill her, you know, because I don't know what they're gonna do with that whole story, if they're gonna change that up a bit or not, but we will see, because obviously they're doing slight differences in the adaptation here. But still at the same time keeping certain original characters, adding new characters, and acting like they were in the old ones, and playing the flashbacks, and it's cool the way they're kind of doing everything. But again, I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. Pretty decent movie. Definitely check it out. As far as horror movies go, like Halloween's a classic, and to be able to watch like just something new and have a good time watching some good kills and stuff, that this is definitely one of those types of movies for sure. So definitely check this one out. Again, this one's in theaters and on Peacock, the streaming service. Just came out on the 15th. Halloween Kills, 7.5 out of 10. Zukatsu out.
Feel like they tracking me. Yo, let me get on one. Nah, go get your tracks up. Homie, can I steal some? Homie, you can't stack up. My brother, can you shout me? You're barking up the wrong tree. My dog, why do you doubt me? Cause you can't do shit without me.
Real at the radio and never play it, but that's cool. The enemy's supposed to hate it.